Pagdating kasi sa smuggling, customs po talaga, Madam Chair.
Sa customs kasi, walang nahuli. 7 years walang nahuli, walang nakasuhan.
Kasi pag sa hulihan, hindi naman po alam ng mga polis yung customs tariff.
Conflict of interest po yung customs kasi sila yung sa kanila sila kausap ng mga smuggler tapos sila mag-e-enforce kaya ayaw na namin sa kanila.
Okay, sige po.
Ayan na sila. Magaling versus magaling. Bilyar versus tulpo. Abo, pare akong magaling ah. Magaling o nagmamagaling? Ayan, panoorin po natin yung video kung sino talaga yung may punto sa dalawang yan. Nako, eto, nakaporma nga ba? Si Senador Rapi Tulpo dyan kay Senadora Cynthia Villar. Panoorin natin.
Pagdating kasi sa smuggling, customs po talaga, Madam Chair.
Sa customs kasi walang nahuli. 7 years walang nahuli, walang nakasuhan.
Kasi pag sa hulihan, hindi naman po alam ng mga polis yung customs tariff.
Conflict of interest po yung customs kasi sila yung sa kanila sila kausap ng mga smuggler tapos sila mag-e-enforce kaya ayaw na namin sa kanila.
Okay, sige po.
So ngayon, yung filing of cases would be done by the DOJ and the enforcement by the PNP and other law enforcement agencies. Nilagay namin sa batas.
So that means papasok na po yung PNP sa loob ng pier.
Yeah, they have
That will
power.
open to corruption.
At least before, wala yung BOC, wala silang nahuli. 7 years. Wala po tayong napakulong na
Opo, I
smuggler
agree.
for 7 years.
So siguro po,
Pero hindi naman purely PNP, basta they call it the Enforcement Council. The enforcement group and the tawag dito, filing of cases would be the DOJ and the enforcement would be the enforcement group and then yung policy would be done by the different department. It's in the law.
I know,
We have pass it in the law.
Nakapasok
We have
pa
finish it. Oo.
maybe
Nag-amendment lang ang minority.
sa amendment.
Oo.
Okay, sige po, ako po yung magagawa ng amendment then para sa akin. Hindi po karapat-dapat ang PNP ang gagawa ng enforcement when it comes to anti-smuggling.
Agency, hindi lang
Kasi po, in the past, may experience na po na nalubog lang po sa korupsyon. Nung pinanghimasukan yung PNP, ginamit po ng Presidential Anti-Smuggling Group. Nandun po yung PNP, nagkagewang-gewang, lumakas lalo yung smuggling. Kasi yung mga polis, hindi naman po sanay yung pag-iimbestiga sa smuggling. Ang sanay po police to solve crime.
na-assign lahat sa Bureau of Customs, walang na-prosecute eh.
It's just a matter of,
Bago namin,
Tama po.
parang may
linisin lang po siguro yung mga tamad doon,
Oo.
pagtatanggal yung mga corrupt. Pero dapat talaga sa customs because they know customs law. The PNP doesn't know anything about
No, the
customs
law.
tariff and law.
the law enforcement will be done by the DOJ.
Dahan-dahan na kayo umalis sa inbred.
That's correct.
Because konti lang ang yield ng inbred eh.
If you're an accountant, ang inbred seed is 38 pesos per kilo. Ang hybrid seedlings is 250 pesos per kilo. 38 over 250, it's ilang percent lower yon, di ba? So, minamaximize din natin yung pera natin. Plus tong hybrid, to produce that amount, you have to invest a lot of inputs na which the poor farmers cannot afford. So, bibigyan mo sila ng hybrid but they cannot afford the
Kaya nga nandiyan po yung
Hindi
gobyerno.
to perform well yung hybrid.
Pero kaya
Parang yung hybrid is for yung kaya nila yon.
Yes.
The inbred is para dun sa wala naman silang masyadong amount for inputs, 'di ba? Kaya kami kino-combine namin. Parang there are 42 provinces na gumagamit ng hybrid, ng inbred and 15 provinces na gumagamit ng hybrid.
pero kanina
For those who are poor, cannot afford the hybrid seeds and the inputs, then it's okay kasi 6 metric tons is not so bad because ang ating ngayong production is 4 metric tons per hectare, di ba? Pag naging 6 yan, that means it increased by 4 over 6 is 40 divided by 6, 60%, more than 60%. Ang shortage lang natin sa rice is 15%. So if we increase by 60%, we are self-sufficient in rice and we can export. So 6 metric tons per hectare is not so bad. In fact, I was talking to Senior Yusek Domingo Panginiban, and I was asking him what is ba yung ano nyo noon sa ano yung program nyo kay yung araw na masagana 99, your target is 6 metric tons per hectare that you were not able to achieve, di ba? So we are trying to achieve that. So,
Thank you. Anyway,
Senator, pag tayo naka 6 metric tons per hectare, self-sufficient na tayo sa rice and we can export.
right now, tayo po ay nag-import pa rin. Number one importer tayo. But anyway, maganda po yung sagot nyo kanina na naandahan, kayo po ay pupunta na doon sa hybrid program going towards that direction. Kasi nga naman, mas mataas ang yield. So bakit tayo pupunta doon sa mababa lang yield? Pwede naman pala doon sa mataas na yield. Pwede naman natin budgetan para maging affordable na itong hybrid program sa ating mga farmers subsidized ng gobyerno. Tama?
That's correct, Mr. Senator, Madam Chair. This year, it's 1.6 billion.
Tulfo, there is chismis that the hybrid seedlings we are importing is the reject from other countries. That's why nagtataka ako, bakit may nagrereklamo na ayaw tumubo yung hybrid seedlings. So, depende
dapat
din
kasuhan po yung nag-import ng
depende
reject.
din sa quality of the hybrid seedlings. Kung maganda quality, maganda ang performance, pag pangit ang quality, pangit din
So
ang
kayo ba yung
performance.
nag-import ng reject ng mga seedlings, yung sinasabi ni Senadora?
It's the
Dapat
private
nakasuhan kung
sector
saan.
that is importing.
Well, then go after those private sector, whoever they are.
Yes. That's why
Kung totoo yung balita.
our program is now promoting local production of even hybrid. Mr.
Mas
Chair.
maganda talaga yung hybrid, right? Okay. Now,
But anyway, Mr. Chair, Mr. Senator, our target this year is 1.6 billion hectares. Next year is 1.9. And then the following year, if you will give us more budget. we will
using
probably-
hybrid
Yes.
program. Good. Dapat meron kayong monitoring system to make sure na itong mga estudyante na graduate dyan ay talagang may natututunan. Kasi kung hindi, then better change yung mga curriculum doon. Baka siguro kailangan nyo po
Answer
ng mga
that,
experts.
Senator Tulfo. You know, we did a study, the Philippine Institute of Development Study did a study of the comparison of the rice, production of rice in Vietnam and the production of rice in the Philippines. The cost of producing rice in Vietnam is 6 pesos per kilo of palay. The Philippines, it's 12 pesos per kilo of palay. So it's double.
Thank you. So, if I may continue, pakimonitor nyo lang yung mga estudyante na nag-aaral dito. Sino-sino ba mga nagtuturo sa farm school na ito?
ATI trained the trainers and they are tapped by the farm school to become the trainers
Kaya nga,
also.
saan galing itong mga trainer?
From within the community, sir. Farmer
within the-
leaders also.
They are farmer leaders.
Yes, sir.
And
Ay,
these
yes,
farmer
sir.
leaders, they share their experience doon sa mga estudyante niyan. Wala kayong kinukuhang experts from other countries like Vietnam, Thailand, na kung saan mataas yung yield, rice production, na kung saan nag-import tayo. So maybe they're doing something that we're not aware of. So maybe we get experts from these countries na mataas yung rice production nila. So maybe kuha tayo ng mga teachers dyan na ikakalat natin sa mga farm school na ito.
Yes, sir. Yung trainers training po are trained by rice specialists coming from PhilRice, coming from the Agricultural Training Institute, from state colleges and universities and regional field offices.
Okay.
And they
Kasi kanina sabi niyo po, parang yung mga farmers din sila. So meron din pala mga experts
Yes, sir.
ng PhilRice,
Bali,
UP Institute of...
my level po, sir.
Okay.
The trainers are trained by the rice specialists, the experts in the field
Okay.
like PhilRice. And then those who were trainers training, are the ones training the farmers at the Farmers Field School of TESDA.
Okay. Sige, thank you.
Thank you,
Ah,
sir.
Last na lang. May confidential fund ho, yung DA? May confidential fund? Meron?
Wala.
We have 50 million
50 million.
for the Department of Agriculture solely for enforcement
Saan
and
po?
smuggling.
Smuggling. So bakit kailangan nyo pa po confidential fund kung smuggling pinag-uusapan. Nandiyan naman po ang Bureau of Customs na meron din ko
I don't know. It's
confidential fund.
given to us, Mr. Senator.
So, surrender nyo na lang po at ibigay nyo lang po sa ibang mga agency na nangailangan talaga tulad ng Coast Guard. Siguro, kailangan natin dahil palaging nagkakaproblema tayo sa West Philippines.
Pasagutin mo sila yung
Hindi, ma'am.
According
mo na lang kailangan.
the enforcement agency against smuggler and cartel and ano would be coming from the law enforcement agency, not from
Yeah, but
DA.
let me ask.
Kasi yun ang sinabi niya po na 50 million daw binigay sa kanya. Kung binigay sa inyo, hindi pala kailangan, di isoli nyo na lang.
Sabi mo sa
No, but
enforcement
we have
agency.
Asek Layog to.
Okay,
answer that,
you explain Asek
question.
Layug.
Yes, sir. Nung lumabas yung NEP, sir, they allocated 50 million confidential fund to be dedicated sana dun sa surveillance operation for anti-agricultural smuggling operation, sir. And
Nandiyan naman po yung PNP, nandiyan
Yes,
naman po yung Customs.
yes, sir. Well noted po yung
So, soli nyo na lang yung confidential fund, yung kailangan yun.
yes, sir.
Idagdag nyo lang sa Coast Guard siguro kung sa mga taga-military natin.
Yes, sir.
Diba? O dili kayo, yung i-reallocate nyo lang sa hybrid program na para tumaas yung rice production.
We will make the adjustment, realignment. Actually, the one who will enforce after the anti-agricultural economic sabotage will be the law enforcement. So we don't need.
Exactly. So, paki-cancel na lang, ano? Huwag na kayo magka-confidential fund dyan.
Pareho naman palang magaling. Kailangan po natin sa Senado yan. Magaling at magaling. Sa tingin nyo, sino ang mas magaling? Ay, itong mga senador na to. Sa bagay, mas maganda po yan kasi may nangyayaring investigasyon po dyan sa mga hindi naman talaga magandang pangyayari dyan sa lalo sa Bureau of Customs. Nako, hanggang dito na lang. Thank you. Bye-bye.